Hey, Mike Zinner here. How are you? This is my second rant that I'm going to put on Facebook or YouTube or anything. Mostly YouTube, and nobody's going to see it, so big deal. Anyway, I'm an old dude. I'm about 70-ish, and I played thousands of gigs. I've been playing for 60 years. Been playing jazz for about 45 years, and again, I played thousands of gigs. And there's something that I'm seeing around town here again, where I live is practically no scene. But what I'm seeing again is the subject of jazz jams in clubs and open mics, which means that you put out a lot and you don't get paid. And that's the whole idea, especially jazz musicians, man. If you're not getting paid, what's the point? But I will say this from experience. In my time, when I was young, if there was an open jazz jam someplace, there was a very good chance that if you were good, you'd pick up a gig, maybe more, or be able to find guys and put together your own gig. That's the way it was back then. Today, not so much. But here's my idea. Here's the compromise. And open mics are just a waste of time because you're mixing with people who really most of the time don't know what they're doing, or in someplace where, despite the promise for exposure, you're never going to get any. Okay. But here's the deal. If you're going to go to these things, sometimes it's better than staying home with a backing track. But the best thing to do here is 3 strikes and you're out rule, okay? Go to if you're especially a jazz player, you're there to get work. That's what you should be there. You're there to be heard. You're there to compete. You're there to show your stuff. Go do it. But I would give the jam no more than 3 tries. If you go there and nothing happens after 3 visits, don't bother, because then it's just exploitation, okay? Open mics too, just a waste of time. But again, unless something is going to come out of the jam session, work, gigs, contacts, use your head. Don't waste your time. It's better to stay home and practice. Maybe rethink where you are geographically, because that is the main thing that's going to help your jazz career. If you're someplace where it's totally vanilla and there's no scene and no hopes for a scene, and if you're young and if you can, move, go someplace where there is. You're probably going to have to do something anyway during the day to survive, either teach or some kind of day gig, because that's the way it is now. Eventually, as time goes by, the cycle will come back around where we'll probably have a music scene again someday. There's a little bit of light on the horizon there, but basically that's it, man. Going to a jazz jam, you're there to be heard, and basically the club owner is using you for free music and to empty your wallet at the bar. So do yourself a favor. 3 strikes and you're out. You go to a jazz jam 3 times, nothing comes out, forget it. Go home, practice, think about your situation and do something about it, okay? So, Zinner out here, okay? Okay, thank you very much for your attention and your indulgence.